Hi, I'm Eric Lanask. We are here at this year's Telecom Exchange event. I'm talking with Hugh Shannon from Avotus. Hugh, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Start me off a little bit with some background on Avotus. Who are you? What do you do?
Well, Avotus is a corporation that has 30 years of industry experience. We provide what we term intelligent communication management solutions that allow companies and enable them to have visibility down into their key telecom assets. What that means is that we help corporations collect and manage information such as voice, VoIP, UC application data, mobility, and we can provide the corporation with a complete view of how the end user is utilizing all of those services and to what extent.
So let's talk about that from the data collection perspective. How do you collect the data? Are there elements that you need to put into the network?
Well, the data, if we are collecting it and we are providing the reports back to the end user, is collected by us through secure FTP. If the client purchases our software, which they want to run in their environment because our software is designed both for the enterprise and as a carrier-grade product, so we do sell the product to service providers as well as to enterprise clients, then of course they will run it in their own environment and generate the reports and information and analytics directly in their environment.
Are you looking at this from a network utilization and network efficiency perspective, or is there a network cost element involved as well?
Well, the inherent benefit to it is really more to have the visibility down into your network assets and the usage of those assets and to understand the cost structure around those. So we do provide consolidated billing reports as one of the reports that we can offer. We also do provide a chargeback feature. So if you can think about the fact that traditionally Avotus came from a call reporting background. So our software originally was shipped with every Nortel PBX for many, many years. They were a strategic partner to us. Then we put our product and integrated it on 130 different PBX platforms. The reason that I make mention of that is because as the shift goes toward unified communication platforms, we can integrate across multiple vendors and multiple locations. So if you are running a hybrid system where you have older PBXs operating in one location and your unified communications is being implemented in another, we can still bridge between those, collect the data, and give you the total view throughout your whole organization. So we are platform independent in that regard. And I think that is one of the strengths that we have.
So you can look at the old and the new and tell me that it's time to get rid of my old and replace it with another new.
We can help you to transition because, again, the Nortel relationship is a good example where obviously there are a lot of clients who have older switches and they are going to migrate to a unified communication strategy and a unified communication platform. And large organizations are used to collecting that data. They already have reports structured in a certain way, and it can be disruptive for them if they have to change that to another platform, which may or may not provide them with the same visibility and the same reporting that we can provide. So we can give them that transition.
So based on what you're seeing, based on the data that you've collected, where do you see the biggest deficiencies currently within those enterprise networks?
I think the deficiencies that we see right now is really on the unified communication side. We see that as really the key opportunity for us coming from where we are historically and our capabilities. Because now, of course, voice, video, instant messaging, all of those applications are integrated into that unified communication platform. We can collect and report on all of those applications and give very granular detail at the end user side. And we think that sort of visibility right now in the UC environment is one of the gaps. And I think that we see that as an important issue because still about 15% of your data breaches are caused by internal bad actors. So if you have these communication vehicles and you're not able to see how they're being utilized, for example, we archive instant messaging, okay, or instant messages rather. So we give you the ability to actually go and through keyword search capability to look at those particular instant messages, and you can look for certain types of telltale words or things that might be an indication of maybe some sort of pattern of that could be troublesome. But more so, from a compliance standpoint, corporations, especially in the finance industry, have to be compliant with Sarbanes-Oxley. So they have to store instant messages for up to 3 years. So we provide that capability. So the nice thing about our platform is, obviously, if you're a major corporation with a great deal of money to spend on technology, you're even hard-pressed because 80% of your money goes to maintain existing systems. So to put in new technology and innovative technology is still a challenge. If you are a mid-market client with even limited resources, then you really need somebody to help you.
So a lot of those mid-market companies that have both limited budgets and limited IT resources are moving towards hosted or cloud-based services. Are you able to handle those as well?
We are. We do integrate to the cloud, and we actually provide a cloud-based version of our solution. So we integrate to, for example, Genband's Nuvia platform, which is their cloud-based offer of their unified communications. We also integrate to Cisco CUCM. So if that's running in a cloud-based infrastructure, we will integrate to that. And we will be able to collect the data and report on it.
So in a case like that, do you work with the cloud provider, or do you work with the business that's subscribing to those services?
Well, it could be either. Quite honestly, if the service provider, when you say cloud provider, if it's a cloud service provider who has a certain technology platform and they want to add a reporting capability that generates additional ARPU, all right, average revenue per user, then we can work directly with them, and we can either run the engagement as one that we manage, where we take the data from their environment and we run the operation on our side and generate the reports to end users, typically via email, all right? Or they may choose to run it in their environment and generate the reports directly. But we give them the flexibility of having it as a managed engagement on our side or something that they can run in their environment.
What can we look forward to going forward?
Well, I think one of the things that we intend to be doing is to add more value to our clients in terms of our ability to look more deeply into their inventory, their IT and telecom inventories, and to help them manage those inventories to maybe even a greater extent than perhaps we're doing today. And I think that also it's very important to us to take a look at data analytics and how we can add value around other data analytical activities that we might be able to be involved with. So I think those are the two things.
Excellent. Hugh, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.